Right, it's been a busy first half hour on Checkpoint. Let's get on with it. Business news now with Jonathan Mitchell. And the stock exchange operator, Jonathan, welcome. NZX has reported lower profits in its full year result. What's behind that?
Evening, John. Yes, its profit dropped 60% to just over $9 million in the full year to the end of December. It was a fairly busy 2016 for the stock exchange operator. Costs certainly outpaced revenue growth. Quite a lot went on. I can run through it for you. There were some really one-time items. Its transition to meet new regulations covering the financial markets, changed its agri-business. There was also at the end of the year its resignation of Chief Executive Tim Bennett. And then on top of that, its long-running dispute with the Australian company Relic Commodities. That came to an end in court last year. It was very costly on both sides, and the ruling was there was no major winner on both sides of that. So that was costly for NZX. Looking ahead, the company is saying it's eyeing revenue growth in its businesses, its funds, services business, its agri-business, and it's really forecasting a slightly higher underlying profit in the new full year, which started in January.
Thanks, Jonathan. We've covered the housing market extensively, housing shortages, rocketing prices, the whole 9 yards in the year or so we've been on air. What's the latest data that you've got telling us?
We've had January data from the Real Estate Institute. Steady house prices in January when compared with December. It was up slightly to about $490,000, the national median. What's more interesting, though, is the annual change, the 12-month change in house prices, and that is pulling back further for that national median price. Usually summer is quite a quiet time for real estate. People go on holiday, they forget about buying a house. But looking beyond that, we are hearing from commentators today that there really has been a cooling in the housing market in some pockets of the country. Those Reserve Bank restrictions that came in late last year certainly having an effect. That's what we're hearing. But we also understand that we don't expect a massive correction in the housing market. It's bubbling along quite nicely and is expected to do so for quite some time.
Thanks, Jonathan. What happened on the markets today?
Now, a fairly flat day on the top 50 index. It was up just 15 points to 7151, and the dollar is trading at 71.8 US cents and around 93.5 Australian. John.
Our business reporter, Jonathan Mitchell, live from Wellington. Thanks, Jonathan.